Hi, I'm Roberta, welcome to my kitchen, and I'm here having a chat and an iced tea with my friend Hasan Yeoh. Welcome, Hasan.
Thank you for having me today, Roberta.
Hasan has a fabulous restaurant in Piedmont called Kko Kko Balinese, but you might have even been there and not realised you were there because by day it's a humble cafe takeaway called The Messenger, but at night it does away with bacon and egg rolls and morphs into a really interesting Balinese restaurant.
That's correct.
Now, you're not from Bali, you're from Sumatra.
I'm from not Sumatra.
Okay, but your wife Jeannie is from Bali.
Yes, and I have been living in Bali for 7 years.
Right. So why Balinese food? Why not Sumatran food or...
Well, Bali is almost like a second home for most of the Australian.
I guess that's true.
And then we can see that, well, the Aussie in Bali, they rarely get a chance or the courage to try traditional Balinese food.
So when they go to Bali, what are they eating?
McDonald's.
Oh, don't say that, that's awful.
That's why we have a mission with the Kko Kko Balinese. We bring the Balinese food closer to Australia, so it's more accessible for them to try.
Okay, that's interesting because I actually haven't been to Bali. I've been to Jakarta, but I think of Bali as being really touristy, so I don't bother going. Can you have an authentic experience in Bali as a visitor?
Yes, that depends on which region you're going to. So
even the island of Bali has different regions?
Yes.
Okay.
So we have a north, south, east and west.
Okay.
So Kuta on the south, there will be too touristic now. So you want to go for nature, you can go to the north, Lovina Beach, you can see the dolphin.
Oh, okay.
Or you can go to Tabanan, or you can go to Nusa Dua. It's a beautiful complex, beautiful resort with a private beach. So it is very enjoyable.
So in all of those places, you can still sample traditional Balinese food?
Yes, of course.
Now, how many islands are there in Indonesia?
There are 17,000 islands.
Oh my goodness. I thought European food was regional. Italy has 20 regions. Indonesia has 17,000 islands.
Yes.
And does the food differ a lot?
It will be different from island to island. Even when it is one island, it will be different from one province to another province.
Oh my goodness. So you're from Sumatra. How is Sumatran food different to, say, Balinese food or Javan food?
Okay, Sumatran food will be more towards the spicy tone. If it's Japanese, it will be more sweeter palate.
Okay.
If it is Balinese, it will be more complex flavor with a spiciness.
Okay, so the complexity is in Bali. That's
Yes.
interesting.
Yes, because in the Balinese cooking, we have this called mother spice. It will make up to 25 ingredients of spices.
Okay, and that's the mother spice, so that's
Yes.
like the key spice mix that goes into many different dishes.
That's correct.
Okay, and what are the key ingredients in Indonesian food? What goes into almost every spice mix?
There will be turmeric, ginger, galangal, or the roots
Okay,
ingredient.
and chili?
Chili, yes, but not so much in Japanese, but in Balinese, Sumatran, maybe Borneo, there will be a lot of chili.
Okay, what are some of the other key ingredients?
Coriander,
Coriander, root or leaf or ground?
ground coriander.
Ground coriander
Yes.
as a base, that kind of brings everything else together,
Yes, that's
doesn't it?
mostly used for marinade.
Okay. And you said you lived in Bali for 7 years?
Yes.
You cooked in Bali?
No.
Okay. So what's brought you into cooking? When did you start cooking?
Well, cooking has been a passion, I believe.
Okay.
Because when I was young, small, used to have my mother in the kitchen. So I learned how to cook rice even before I go to kindergarten.
Okay.
That's how I started to know how to cook or get around the kitchen.
Okay.
Yes.
And when did you start cooking professionally? Only with Kko or?
It was 10 years ago when
Okay.
we started the Messenger Cafe. And then I more specialized into Balinese cooking when I started Kko Kko Balinese in like 2 years ago.
Okay. Well, you've shown me today and you've shown us today how to make the satay ayam. That's been an interesting journey for me. It's so simple, but there's so many more components than I understood.
Yes.
Is there anything you can say that kind of sums up Indonesian food for us? Because the reason I ask, there's a lot of dishes that are Indonesian, but they're also Malaysian, they're also Singaporean, and I think people get confused, and satay is a good example. So where did it all start?
Yes, I think between Indonesia, Malaysia and Singaporean, we all share the same ancestor.
Yes.
Mostly they are coming from Java in the very ancient time. And then during the ancient kingdom time, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, they are one big kingdom.
It was all part of this 17,000 island
Yes.
conglomeration.
Yes,
Okay.
and then when the kingdom collapsed, then it started slowly to separate into smaller countries.
So the people we think of as the Malay today, not the Chinese or the Indians living in Malaysia, but the Malay people, they originally came down from Java?
Most likely, yes.
Okay. And with that came the rendang, the satay, many of the dishes that are across the broader region today.
Yes.
And you're not just saying that because you're Indonesian.
No.
This is a fact.
This is the fact.
Okay. I have read this elsewhere, so I believe Hasan because he's honest, but I've also read this elsewhere that things like rendang, for example, originated in Java and then spread, yes?
Beef rendang originated in West Sumatra.
Okay. Still in Indonesia?
Still in Indonesia,
Okay.
different island. And even maybe the other well-known ice cendol. Okay, that might be
yes.
Malaysian claiming the Malaysian
Yes.
cuisine. Singaporean claim that is the cendol. But if you dig into the history, it actually originated from Java.
Okay.
So it's not Malaysian, it's not Singaporean, it's Javanese.
Javanese, not even Indonesian, but Javanese specifically.
Yes.
Okay. So much to learn. That's why we love food. Thank you so much, Chef. Cheers.
Cheers.
Selamat makan, is that what we say?
Selamat makan.
Selamat makan.
Selamat
Here's
minum.
to your enjoyment.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.